теперь, Наташ? Куда глаза должны смотреть?
На меня. Я уже начала запись.
Прямо на вас?
Да.
Хорошо.
Hello, everyone.
Вайбер открываю. Мне точка нужна, потому что я Вайбер открываю, мне точка нужна. Угу. Хорошо.
Открыли? Все хорошо?
Так нормально? Я смотрю как будто на вас, да?
Да, да.
А в действительности я смотрю на Вайбер. Окей.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast, to the video podcast, where we are researching the impact of coronavirus on businesses around the world. And in particular, tell us about the general situation with the Ukrainian business, about how you reacted as to the distant working procedures and as to the general transformation to digitalization during the coronavirus. We are welcoming Elena Gapych, who is an HR board of member of IT company that is called how is it called? What is the name of the company?
Integrity Group.
Integrity Group. They are developing different software products for IT for different businesses. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. So my virus on Ukrainian business. Maybe the unemployment rate, or maybe some businesses have been closed and couldn't switch towards the distant working procedures.
Hello, everybody. Interesting questions. Before, probably half a year before, I checked the situation and job market each 3 months. Now we check the situation, analyze it, and try to react to the situation each 2 weeks. Because there are a lot of changes, and changes are getting faster and faster. We should react because it's all about people, you know, people who work, who should be paid, who should bring money to their families, etc., etc. That's why we should check the job market and react properly. I can say that situation is not very good because our economy has been falling down during the last 6 months, and now this coronavirus impact made the situation worse. We estimate the unemployment rate at the moment plus 500,000 people free at the market, but it should be estimated as 4 million people at the market until the coronavirus quarantine will be stopped. It is not very good situation because new working places are not built at the moment, are not created, because business think how to stay alive, you know. That's why this number, 1.5 million now, plus 500,000, and about 4 million to the end of the year. I think the situation very depends on legislative initiatives and prohibitions, because the situation is such that some businesses, big businesses, work, and small businesses are not supported, not by legislation, as well as kind of government initiatives to support people in small businesses and in the middle business. That's why now figures are like, you know, people say average temperature in the hospital. Because many people I talk about are from small and middle businesses. Big business, if it's possible to bring their services and products online, will be alive. The moment we should remember, they will be alive if their customers will be alive, because customers should also have money to buy products and services. And they could be from the industries which are fall down. I bought many things from the industry which is alive now. But now I am let's say, restaurant waitress, and I can't buy the services in the volume I bought it before, because my business stopped by legislation. I am sitting home, I am not paid, so I can't bring my money to business which want me to buy their services and products, but I have no money. And it's also impact which transferred through the market. No, transferred. I'm alive, I can work, I can pay my people, just until I am bought by customers. If customers from any other industry can't buy my services, oh, I'm stopping too. That's why the situation is good, more or less good for big businesses. They have many preferences by legislation, and very bad for small business, and rather bad, but not tragic for middle business. And if we say about companies who change their work, like transfer their work and working place for remote work, about 62% of companies. But if it is possible, let's say for information technology, 97%, 97. How other businesses can bring their services into the in the situation when I can work remotely. Remotely I can work if I work in industry which can deliver the services by couriers to the customer. I can make you happy with my pizza online, you know, I can do it. But I can prepare, cook this pizza, and ask courier, paid him, bought him mask, sanitizers, etc., and ask him, pay him for bringing this pizza to you, to your home. And now at the market is a change to the segment, to the sector of unqualified work. If people, rather qualified, lost their jobs, they go and looking for job openings and ask, probably I may work as a courier during these 2 months, 3 months, we don't know how long it will be. And these people go and work as couriers, took some money to home, you know. And in some industries, let's say wholesale and retail, now the money which they earn rose 58%. 58%. This business increase, because people sitting home and should buy something. But now it's a bit better. But first 2 weeks on quarantine, people wanted to buy more because they didn't know when they can go out next time. So they buy more, and businesses, their money raise.
That's an interesting question when you're talking about people and the change. How can you identify the working routine of people, how it changed the daily working habits while staying at home, while they are working online, or they need to become more creative by targeting new customers and with the new tools or instruments, how they are targeting new customers? How do you see the changes in the daily working habits of Ukrainian people?
Working habits, it depends on what industry we're talking about. If we speak about retail, it seems to me that their costs for marketing are decreased, because people want to buy. They don't know, as I said, they don't know when I go to shopping next time. Probably it will be prohibition to come out from my room, I want to buy more. Next moment, 2 weeks, they know they could go shopping. But I want to buy something interesting for me. I want to buy something probably for my dacha, for my children, because they make me crazy sitting home near me. I want to buy them something, eat, sweets, fruits, games, something, because I want to work, especially when I'm working from home. I'm working from home, so I need, I need peace when I work. But I know my employees, my colleagues working from home, they have people at home. We are living apart from our children, but they live with small children. It's very interesting moment. Then mother and father are changing, sitting with children. You are working a bit, and then me, like a queue, with like a babysitter. Another moment interesting, that some prophecies, some positions always were remote, like recruiters, like call centers, like cold drinks, like sellers through phone. They always work. Their habits never change it and never will be changed. But if you are a programmer, you need a working environment, you need meetings, stand-up meetings, talking with customers, calls, conference calls, etc., etc. Probably it's a bit more pressure on managers now, because managers sitting home, their teams are sitting somewhere else. Yeah. It's very difficult to make communications. That's why people use many communication tools. Not only phone. Phone, it's very, very, very important thing, because me with my colleagues, in HR department. We are talking by phone 10,000 times a day. You know, I like to tell some more, but 10 times a day with a person, 5 times a day with a person. But let's say yesterday we made meeting, like webinar, because we are talking about market analytics. We took analytics from Big Four, analytics which we made, and we just discuss what to do, because our role, what to do. When we are at working place, at the office, you know, we do it like, let's talk, let's discuss some ideas. And when we have just 40 minutes for webinar, for discussing and for developing the main idea, what to do, you know, it helps. It helps. All of us were happy to see each other because we use such tools as WebEx. I can even advise to use this tool because it's very good tool. This is it is certified tools, Cisco certified. It's not, you know, this Chinese Zoom, these big holes, you know. I thought it's like, for me, it's like theory of conspiracy, you know. It's this, they developed it specially to make to be spies, you know, to know what we do when this coronavirus are working all over the world, the global problem. So we know everything. We developed the tool with which we can know everything is going in each country. So it's a joke, but WebEx, webinars, meetings, very flexible working hours. It also helps because, you know, if you can get working place at 10 or 9 or 8 or 11, it depends on industry and job position. It is one moment. You use a lot of working time getting working place by car, for example. I go to work during an hour one side, an hour back. So 2 hours. At home, I can use these 2 hours working that then I go doing something at home because we need to do it. Then I start another part of my, what now we are working at 9 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. So it's okay because 2 hours I was doing something home, washing dishes, something, preparing, cooking, something else. It is also convenient. As for me, and many women in our organization said it is convenient. That's why I can say there are a lot of pluses in remote job because we are like HR managers. We also talk our managers. Please work with candidates who can work remotely. Oh no, I want these people at me, you know, this manual management. I call it manual management. And now situation changes. Another tool we use, this surveys, because our service, HR service, help us each 2 weeks know what is going on inside organization, inside teams, inside heads, because you know, we try to know how we can help people probably who work home with let's say, system administration help, yeah, with probably new monitor, some things in teamwork, trying to help them to contact person from another department, let's say. And this, it is anonymous, but we analyze the results and send this result to their managers and said to them, you know, people openly said that they have some problems. Please, you should know who has this kind of problems. Who needs a monitor? How do you think? Probably it's Vasya from your team, yeah? Then they tried and say, as they say, manager said, it's very useful because first of all, people understand somebody takes care of them. We are interested, companies interested. How do you think? How do you work? How do you think we can help? Can we help you? Probably we can some help. Probably we just want to communicate with you. It is very important. I think many companies, even Big Four, they make a propaganda of technical tools. It's important too. But you know, very few companies now working with systematically reviewing the situation with surveys. It's surveys. It's not official survey, just like Google Docs, something like that. And we sent it to everybody, to each team. But we analyzed through teams, not for all 15 companies of consortium. No. Each team, then we send it to manager, and just because manager has a lot of things on their heads, and we just say, you know, hello, you know, but you people have some problems, you know, he or she does not think about that because they work with customers, they check the working process, operations, but we just focus them, you know, you can help your people and they help you to make better results. That's what I can say about changing this working daily hours operations and habits.
If to continue the answer about the way people are working online at the moment, how do you estimate the level of preparation of Ukrainian business to working digital, to working online? How progressive, because Ukraine in general is a very progressive IT company, you know, IT outsourcing and production country. We do have a lot of production companies that are producing a lot of tools to work online. But how do you estimate, if to speak overall, generally speaking, how Ukrainian companies are ready to work online and to work like how digitalization is spread out in this country, in your perception?
You know, I was surprised how effective are Ukrainians who want to work. They are very effective. They're very progressive. You know, each woman, even working at the normal market, selling, T-shirts. They have electronic card, phone, smartphone. They give a possibility. They offer to pay for her products and for goods through smartphone, not using even cards, etc., etc. If we talk about our small business, Big companies for sure, because they have a special IT departments, big department. They prepared, teach all people what to do. They use the most progressive technologies, etc. About middle business, I was surprised that people themselves, not business, people themselves offer, they make proposals how to work better, how to work more effectively remotely, Small pizzerias, shops who use delivery, they studied very briefly, very briefly, not in big volume, but very briefly, very fastly, they started working online. It's more cheap. As I said, marketing now, it's more SMM marketing, some landings, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, girls who just baked something in Instagram make advertising with super pooper pictures of their production, So it's not the bad thing that we are, like a big village. We are very progressive. People are very progressive. If Ukrainian men or Ukrainian women want to make money for their children, they can do everything. I believe, I very greatly just believe in Ukrainian just smart mind to earn money for families, because we are very focused for families, This is a nation who is focused for families, for children. There are some probably exclusions, but normally we can do everything if we want to earn money. Next moment in this, that just for some tools to work remotely, to organize just business normally working, you need money. For example, we talk with you about electronic DopFlow. It's very good instruments. In many companies now who before atomized their processes, working processes, they use electronic DopFlow, electronic signature, internal and external DopFlow atomized. It's like conducting negotiation through this with even lawyers, making changes online, and they making electronic signature, and you have a contract. You shouldn't even go out. You have a contract at the working place, sitting on like me. But you should pay for that. And big companies, we talk with you about good cases. Good case with electronic DopFlow, no problem working remotely. Big mobile operators like Kyivstar, Ukrtelecom, big oil traders, gas traders, they bought, they implement this product, automized product of electronic DopFlow. I know people who are going to implement it now, and because not, but it has just result in making business easy and support everything you have. But before that, you should have money to buy this program, because it's not very cheap. It's not 100 hryvnias. That's why this DopFlow for middle companies probably they use something else for that, some other products. But I know that Ukraine more or less atomized. If you do not atomize this, I think that don't know why now, like with alcohol, the government want just to have a monopoly on that. Alcohol, tobacco, and digital processes and automatization. It's not very good because it should be a lot of providers. If not, if just government want just to earn money for government, it's just also cut possibilities of companies to use and to choose, to make their own choice what tool to use. Yeah, understand? I don't know. You're going.
Yeah. Do you know any Ukrainian companies that are producing such digital tools as you were mentioning, so that Ukrainian companies can use them, or we are mostly using those tools that are being produced elsewhere in the world, like
Yeah,
in the States?
I know companies. Let's say our consortium Integracy consists of 15 companies, and one of them in base, it's shortly Integracy base. In base, they produce this DopFlow Star Dog for Kyivstar, also for Naftogaz, for Укргазвидобування, for Укртелеком, some other companies. I know Ascot, I know some other companies in the sphere of information technologies, but this is most progressive companies who is dealing with electronic DopFlow. By the way, for the government too, for many ministries, for governmental and other public organizations and companies. It's not a problem in Ukraine because we
Small businesses can use them. Small businesses can use them too, or it's too expensive for them.
They could use a bit other instruments because they do not need this DopFlow in scale of big businesses. They could use, let's say, financial instruments, how to contact with tax departments, let's say, auditing, not auditing, accounting. That's for 100%. They need, small business need accounting, tax. It's not electronic DopFlow. When I said electronic DopFlow, it's supporting all business processes with which has paper documents. We atomized these processes, and now we do not need to go, because it can go out. We don't need to take paper documents, print it, and go to Big Chief to sign it. Everything can do through do it online, let's say, through our product, through the automatization. But the moment is that big companies really need it. Big companies need it. Small business need to contact with tax and accounting. That's all. They don't need electronic DopFlow.
How digital is the government? Because you just said that you are also doing tools to digitalize governmental procedures, governmental working flows. How can you evaluate right now the current state of the government, how digital it is, and whether you see changes in the governmental working, procedures and daily working routines?
They have kind of products, automatization systems. Yeah, they have more or less. Very long process with electronic DopFlow, very long in administration. Now it's a president office, very long process. But now, you know, IT companies got a chance to develop because now they need, you know what? They need automated program for meetings, you know. And we have also that product. And I talked to director of one company, they said, oh, they want to have these meetings because we have a partnership with Cisco company, video conferences, because they can't go out and sit in like, you know, like village men in masks in 1 meter, with another. They should make video conferences. It's very progressive. Many companies has this instrument, and now it's a moment for government to have this, to be more progressive, and also to defend their people, their employees from contact, from social, from working contact. And it's also chance for IT companies to sell these products, and to earn money. I don't know how they will be paid, because now this is a problem in budget. But anyway, somewhere they can get money for their products and to make their work in government easier and more effective and safe also. It's very important.
Thank you so much for the wonderful interview. Your answers were very precise and very interesting. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for inviting me. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.